Well, that was going to be the main question, because with the Apple deal, now you could watch the Crew. You could literally watch every game living there.
What are you going to do? Are you going to stay a Crew fan, or are you going to matriculate to Charlotte?
These colors don't run. That's what
I love it. Dude, we don't have very many, like, MLS transplants. You don't really ever run it. Like, you run into people, it's like, oh, man, I'm a Dolphins fan. Why? Oh, because I moved from Miami. Oh, okay.
Okay.
But,
yeah,
like,
that makes
you
sense.
don't really ever run into, like, somebody and you're like, oh, you're a Colorado fan? Yeah, the Rapids. Yeah, no, like, no, you don't see that much.
Like, the thing that about me is, so, like, I'm from Ohio, and I am a huge Kansas basketball fan, having no connection to the state of Kansas whatsoever.
I felt that way about Duke growing up.
When having no connection to the state of North Carolina.
No connection to Duke whatsoever, except I was like, I like Mike Krzyzewski and Duke as a high schooler. It's like, they play good basketball.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, man. I, for a long time, was a huge college basketball head. I loved watching all that stuff, but
Who's
definitely.
Your team?
Oh, my team was always Illinois, bro. Come
Illinois
on
was
now.
my second team. It was like my first team, but like only in 05 when they competed. That year was so great because we were.
What do you mean? Illinois competes now.
Yeah, Illinois is good right now. You're right.
Illinois is good right. Actually, they've always been on and off good, but that 05 season with D Brown was.
Oh my God, that dude,
Darren Williams, something special.
Oh my God, James Augustine, Roger Powell, Darren Williams, D Brown, Luther Head. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog.
That team was something. I had an Illinois hat for that from that year.
Dude, you gotta be.
Our coach. We won the basketball championship that year. Our coach for intramural for high school, like the high school wasn't it's a rec league high school, but I'm playing with former varsity players. We had one of the varsity players on our team, and we ended up winning the championship. And man, and it was the same year as that. Oh man, it was so fun. We had the Illinois hats, and we were loving it. Go and watching the games. It was fantastic.
So as an individual who wins a bunch of dubs on Fortnite, you'll never understand this, but I am terrible at video games. Awful. Just dreadful, right? Despite my extreme love for them. But I think the only game in human history that I would literally say I could beat anybody is NCAA March Madness from like 03 to 07. Doesn't matter. I'll pick Illinois every time, and I got you.
I'll take you in 2K8 college hoops with the Western Illinois Leatherbacks.
Oh God, I had a nightmare job at Western. I don't even want to hear, like, oh my God.
That was the best basketball game though, man. College hoops 2K8.
I never played the college hoops game. I grew up on NCAA basketball 10.
Nope.
That's the game I grew up on.
Makes sense. I think that's an okay game.
My stupid ass, when I was younger, gave it away. Same with NCAA 14.
Oof. Oof.
They're like legends now. 14 was a great that was better than Madden.
Yeah.
So Connor, hold on. You are a sports fan, right? Through and through. Like you so we know the Crew is not going anywhere. Are you going to be like what's your American throwball team?
Baseball.
No, I bet football. But who's your football team? Cuz doesn't Ohio have like 2 or 3 of them? Ohio State.
I used to be a big Green Bay Packers fan. Then since the COVID season, I kind of quit watching.
It's hard to be a Cleveland Browns fan. I mean, let's be real.
That's fair. All right, see, so that's why I was curious. Like, are you bringing any more of your sports fandom with you, or is it just the Crew, and then you're gonna assimilate to whatever's in the Carolinas?
So my 3 favorite teams growing up were Kansas, the Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati. Okay, I was wondering Cincinnati or Cleveland. And what was your third team?
So my 3 favorite teams growing up were the Green Bay Packers, all right, the Cincinnati Reds, and the Kansas Jayhawks. So the Crew.
Good spread.
So my 3 favorite teams right now, like you know, you're not changing my mind, no matter what. Crew, Reds, and Kansas. You're not changing my mind, no matter what. Green Bay, I really fell out of touch with the NFL.
I feel you on that.
I don't pay attention to it.
Oh, I've never been more locked in to NFL like than in my life than I am right now. I'll tell you, like 5 years ago, James was like, NFL, that's like that's last on my list of sports. Give me NBA, give me MLB, give me NHL, give me MLS, give me all those before NFL. Ha ha ha. Even though I was loving fantasy football at the time, winning. And then I just started loving NFL more, and it's grown to be the number one for me.
The one year I really watched the NBA was 2016 when the Cavs won it all.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's a good year to watch.
I remember that 7-game series. That was oof.
There's their treasures. I remember the Blackhawks the 3 cup runs. 10,
3
13,
cups
15.
in 6 years.
Yeah. Those were all special. I got to watch those with my parents, and they were always all 3 of those were special. The White Sox winning in 05 was real special, and I've seen all the Bulls championships, and that was just amazing.
Oh, the Bulls! That living
you guys are showing
was amazing.
You know that
we
right?
got Michael Jordan. We got the best of the fucking best.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No,
we do. We are showing our age a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the 85 Bears though.
Oh God! You know what? You want to know age? You want to hear this shit? I grew up watching on my parents' Betamax a recorded copy of the Bears '85 Super Bowl.
I've seen the recording of the Bears Super Bowl on something like that. I don't know what it was.
God, I really thought we had it when Devin Hester ran that kickback to open up that Super Bowl.
Oh, that one versus that was
Indianapolis.
Yeah. Bo-Rat had just come out. I remember because we watched Bo-Rat right after, and it was just it was such what a funny movie and what a funny Super Bowl. I mean, like it was amazing though. It still, we enjoyed it, even though we were let down. It was still like that opening made us think we all had a chance, and then reality of Rex Grossman crept in.
I will not stand for Rex. Sexy Rexy will not be slandered around me, bro.
Who blew that game?
He didn't blow that game. He threw one. Well, I mean, I think he threw 2 interceptions, but that was back when. I mean, I would not necessarily say.
Guys,
that.
Who's your favorite quarterbacks? Your favorite quarterback, your number one.
I don't know.
Justin Fields.
Ooh, I love Justin, dude.
You gotta tell. I gotta tell you, dude. I'm old enough that the only exposure to the NFL I've had has been being a Bears fan, and as soon as my soft brain could remember things, I've had to sit through fucking Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers. So come on, man.
Brutal. Connor has not been subjected to nearly as much Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers as we have. We know all too well the pain of those two. Who's the pain inducer for Connor as far as NFL quarterbacks?
I don't remember, honestly.
You don't remember who's induced the pain?
Well,
no.
He used to root for Green Bay, man.
He used to root for Green Bay, so he had those guys.
Oh God, brutality. All right, Connor, hold on. I gotta ask a really crazy question here. Are the Crew going to be any good this year?
I don't know.
Who's better, Crew or the Fire this coming season?
Ooh.
Well, if we get Wilfred Nancy as our head coach, I think, they're expanding the playoffs, so I think we should challenge for the 8th spot in the East. We should.
I mean, don't you guys have You guys have two DPs that are worth a. You might be able to sell for more money. Do you see that they might be leaving next season?
No, they're a little bit older though, right? Like
no, they're one
Zelarian's
DP
30,
so
right?
young.
No, I don't know.
I think Cucho's locked in for another 2 years. I think
But somebody's gonna come buying him, Cucho.
I don't know. Zelarian's pushing 30. He'll probably.
Oh, he's an
retire
MLS
and
player then.
He'll ride it out.
But I don't see the Cucho staying here. I see him being ambitious. I see him wanting to get out and force a sale because of his play, not because of his behavior, and get sold back to Europe. I think that's his plan. He's not. Look what happened to the Atlanta striker. What's his face?
Joseph?
Joseph. He did not come to Atlanta to stay Atlanta. Yes, he said some things that were nice. He came to Atlanta to get sold to Europe.
I actually thought he wanted to ride it out at Atlanta, man. I feel like he had his time in Europe.
Isn't that what's
maybe
his
you're
name
right.
did?
Say it again,
like,
Connor?
I'm trying to think. Isn't that what what's his name did? He came to MLS young, and then he balled out, and then he got sold to a European team.
Oh yeah, Almiron.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, but they tried to do that again with Barco, but you can't like replicate that all the time, and that's what sucks about the salary cap is you could buy 10 Barcos, and then when 3 of them work out, you look like geniuses, and then you just cut the rest. But now
the MLS
you have to like.
The thing about the salary cap is MLS needs to find their nads and get rid of salary cap. It's holding the league back a lot.
Do we have to wait for some old owners to die though, or will they ever change their mind?
A lot has to change on the MLS spending front.
Well, there's Sergio Busquets. It's confirmed that he's going to Miami.
Nuh-uh. When did you hear this?
Just type in Sergio Busquets to Miami on BR Football's Twitter page.
Way.
You should find it. You should find it.
I'm just typing in Sergio Busquets.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.